Hello and a pleasant welcome to Millsville Sports, where I give you nothing but the best, the latest, and the most comprehensive in terms of sports analysis, facts, and analytical based viewpoints. Now, the World Cup is over, and we've been treated to a carbonated season of emotions. And we've gone through all that we can ever dream or think about. Think about the VRA moment when you thought your team had scored, but then VRA put a puncture on your emotions or a pause on your emotions for a minute or two before you jumped and bumped into explosive jubilation. Now, Argentina has been crowned the world champions, and with it comes the debate as to who is the greatest of all time. Is it Lionel Messi? Is it Diego Armando Maradona? Is it Cristiano Ronaldo? But before we go into that domain of argument, I want to present to you this short video of mine. Share, subscribe to my channel, Millsville Sports. Every now and then I'll look at the topical issues and then I'll come in with my seasoned viewpoints spiced with facts, analysis, and data. Now, on this subject, I'll be doing two videos. The first one, which is this particular one, will center on nothing but factors that should be considered when thinking about who is the greatest of all time for any sport, be it boxing, be it soccer or football, be it track and field or athletics, what have you. There should be a criteria for who is the greatest of all time. It cannot be arbitrary. It cannot be subjective. It cannot be due to emotions. It has to be based on some kind of borderline argument, borderline criteria before that judgment call can be made. So let me go straight into action. Now, before somebody can be considered the greatest of all time, the skill level has to be considered. The amount of natural or developed talent. I mean, you could be born with the talent or not, it doesn't really matter. But if you hone the skill, if you develop the skill, that is something worthy of consideration. The second factor is what I call the impact factor on the team or the sports. Before we consider somebody as the greatest of all time, their impact on the sport or the team they played for has to be considered. Number three, their signature moments. And I'll give you an example. When you watch a World Cup commercial, there are moments which are used by FIFA for commercials, for advertisement. Those are the signature moments. A greatest of all time player needs to have a lot of those signature moments. Forget about the fact of number of goals scored and stuff like that. But how many signature moments has the player scored? Very, very important. The number of goals scored also is worthy of consideration. How many records has the player or the sports icon broken? That is also something that has to be considered. The major trophies won is also something that needs to be considered. So these are the key factors: the skill level, the impact factor, the signature moments, the number of goals scored, the major trophies won. So if you want to consider the greatest of all time, these are the factors. I'll give you an example before I take leave of you. Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo G.O.A.T, they scored very limited or very low number of goals, but they are still within the league of the greatest of all time, or they are being considered as some of the best players ever to have graced the game of soccer. Thank you. Share.